Alright, guys. I have more inflatables from the dollar store. These are the ones for Christmas. You can see we got a pretty decent selection here. And I have 5 of them. This video is going to cover what it comes with, everything about it, and all that stuff. And also, next week, I have some fun videos coming out. It's going to be, we have a turkey inflatable we're going to be reviewing. That's going to be fun. And that's going to be it for Thanksgiving. But yeah, let's get the review started. Alright, let's start with Santa Claus. Alright, so we're going to look at the box for this, and then this is pretty much all we're going to do for this one. We're not going to look at the box for each and every one in detail, but we'll do it for this one. So here's it's 4 foot, but honestly, all of these say 4 foot, and they're different heights, so I don't know what to believe anymore. But it's got stuff like no batteries or electricity necessary, 2 plastic stakes and string, we'll get into that, and no pump included in for indoor and outdoor use. So there's that, and then we have the instructions on how to set them up right here, which I've already done that, but it's pretty simple. You just lay it on the ground, fill water into the water compartment, then fill air into the air compartment, and then stake them into the ground. And they have instructions. Here's the stakes and what comes with them. I'm not going to open this because I've already opened 1 pack, and the only reason I'm not opening these is because these strings that they come with, the tethers, are very fragile. They because they're kind of like twisted. It's like if you were to take a piece of string and then another piece of string, and then twist them together. It's kind of like that, and they unravel really easily. So I would not be using those to put them outside, but they might work. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't used these outside. Now I'm going to show you the stakes, and this is the one exception. I will open the bag and show you guys what stakes these come with. Alright, and here are the stakes. Honestly, not the worst, but, you know, they might be able to hold up these inflatables. I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't tested these outside yet. They seem to be pretty good for these inflatables, which is the focus, obviously. So they might work, but again, I haven't tested them, so don't take that, you know, for sure. Enough about all this complicated stuff. Like, gosh, let's just get into the inflatable already. So we have Santa Claus up first. He looks pretty okay. I've mentioned these, I don't know if I mentioned this with the Halloween inflatables, because I don't even think this is how they worked, but back of them is nothing. Literally nothing. There's no details or anything in the back. And then there's the air compartment right there. So, yeah, I mean, here's that. His design's pretty good for the most part, at least in the front. I mean, the back there's nothing, but what we got here is, this is where you put the tethers, and then there's the other side. So yeah, but overall this is pretty good. Especially, I think these are mainly used for indoor use, and if you use them for indoor use, they're actually really nice. They're just nice to have up. So definitely recommend them for indoor use. So now that we've looked at the box, we won't go through it because they're basically all the same thing. But yeah, basically there's that stuff, and then the warnings and the instructions. So this is the Christmas tree. I don't think mine's inflated enough. It feels kind of, you know, it doesn't feel as tight as it should be, but it's the same instructions. It comes with the exact same stake pack and all of that stuff, which we will be seeing stuff like this. I do have some reviews coming out of actual inflatables that, you know, you blow up with like there's a fan and you plug it in and stuff. Pretty simple design overall, actually. We don't have too much to review in terms of that. The back is, again, not anything special back there. It's just a plain green material, which, you know, kind of lame. But we have the star, we have another star, and we have a repeating pattern through the entire tree. So nothing too special, but I do not hate this. This is definitely a cool little thing to have up, especially if you're like me and don't feel like putting up a normal tree. I mean, this is pretty good replacement, but that's not why I bought this, I promise. But I should also mention before we move on that there's this random crease here, and I've filled this up with a good amount of air, and or at least when I first did it, this valve opened up randomly when I was moving it, but As you can see, when it was airtight enough for me to, just like actually put it up, this was still here. It's a random crease, and I don't know why it's there. It's on 2 other inflatables that you'll be seeing, but I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really affect anything. It hasn't really bothered me, but it's just something I thought I'd mention. Yeah, all of these will have water valves, just so you know. All right, there you go. Next, we have the Snowman. Here's the box. Nothing crazy on here. It's the same instructions with the water valve and everything. And here's the Snowman. Here's the box. Here's everything it has to offer. And same steak pack. Are we surprised? No. Here's the Snowman. The Snowman itself is here. It looks pretty good. It's very simple, which they actually made up for with some snowflakes at the bottom. I don't hate these. And I mean, I really like this, honestly. There's a random crease here at the neck. I don't know why that's there. But it hasn't affected, like, anything with the inflatable itself, so I think we're good. Like I said, nothing at the back of these inflatables. And, yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I don't hate it at all. It's pretty good for just a little indoor display. Now, should you buy all of these? I would say, we'll get to that at the end, actually. We'll talk about all of them as a whole in the end. Second to last, we got the Penguin. I know I'm going through these quite fast, but I also have other videos I gotta film right now, and I completely forgot to make a video on these guys. This was the first one I got. I actually made an unboxing short of this one, because I was really excited. This was the only one that I truly needed. Like, I mean, like, the other ones I wanted to get too, don't get me wrong, but this one I had to get. Look at it. It's a penguin. I love penguins a lot, so I had to get this, alright? I just had to. So, here's the penguin, there's the box and everything, and yeah, let's talk about him. This one is probably my favorite out of all of them. It's detailed. It's not the most detailed, we'll get to that in a second. But oh my gosh, do I love this. I'll get into just everything right now. We have a cool little Santa hat with some dots to make it different from the Santa that we already have. It's awesome. Nothing at the back, like I said. And it has a candy cane, and it actually inflates. I really like how that inflates. It's cool. I like this. We have a scarf. I love this a lot. And then here's, all of them have the tether attachments, like, around the bottom. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, I love this guy. This one's my favorite. Last, but certainly not least, is probably, it's the Nutcracker inflatable. This thing is sold out at the dollar store right now. The one that I go to, it is gone. It is just gone. This thing's gone. I mean, I can't blame them either. This is a really cool inflatable. Here's the box. Comes with the same tether pack and everything, and with the stakes and tethers. And the instructions are the exact same. So, there's all that. Let's show you this thing. It is awesome. I'm a bit biased with the penguin being my favorite because I love penguins. So even though the penguin's my favorite, this one's definitely the most detailed. Look at this. We have a crown, the face, everything is here. It is perfect. This is definitely the one that a lot of you would probably want, just because how detailed it is. And it's actually probably the tallest one. Look at that. It's just, it's so detailed. I just can't. I've never seen a dollar store inflatable so detailed. Like, here's the tether attachments and everything. It's awesome. There you go. Alright, let's get them all set up, and I'll show you, I'll talk about what I think about them. So here they all are. These, I cannot tell you how much better these are than the Halloween inflatables. If you remember, back when I got the Halloween dollar store inflatables, there was definitely some things that one of the ghost inflatables wouldn't, like, you'd inflate it and then it'd start deflating like an hour after you inflate it. There's issues like that. These have been up for probably about 2 to 3 weeks now, and there hasn't really been any issues. It's awesome. Especially the penguin. The penguin has been up for probably a month now, and it's doing really well. So I think if you were to decide over the Halloween inflatables or the Christmas inflatables at the Dollar Tree, Christmas ones are much better quality. But there's some things I want to talk about. One thing that these inflatables are missing is, it's kind of surprising. Although we got a lovely, nice steak pack with these, we got tethers and stakes, which is what the Halloween inflatables were missing. What the Halloween inflatables weren't missing were things to put them down into the ground at the bottom, right around here. Now, I get that there's a water compartment there. I understand that, and I get that. But they made it work on the Halloween inflatables, and I don't know if this is the same company that made the Halloween inflatables for the Dollar Tree, but I mean, I think I'm not even here to complain. I'm just saying extra, just extra ways to stake these down because you don't want these blown away. Especially these ones, because they're not plugged into a wall or anything. They're just there. So, that's just one thing. Don't expect any way to put them into the ground from, like, little things here that you can nail into the ground. But enough about all the fancy stuff. How about the overall review? So, the overall review, they are actually really nice. They are cool. They're nice to have inside the house, especially inside the house. There's going to be no issues there. And I mean, they've stayed inflated for as long as I've had them up, and it's great. I haven't had any issues with them. They just do not stand. You have to put water or something in these for them to stand. They don't stand without it, so there's that. $25 to get all 5. They're pretty cool. If you want these, you can get them. They have decent quality. Some are like really detailed. So that's what I think of there. Now, which one to get? If you were to buy one at the store, it's honestly up to you. Up to you. I would say the penguin for my biased answer, because I like penguins. But if I was to pick out of all of these which to get, the Nutcracker is the most detailed, and it's really nice. It's detailed. It's awesome. I love this one. This is probably the one I recommend if you go to the dollar store, if you can find it, because it keeps going. It's sold out right now. So if you can find it, then yes, get the Nutcracker. Okay, that'll wrap it up for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was kind of a quick review. I kind of went over things, and I went over things that I never really talk about, like the stakes and stuff. But I thought I'd like really tell you about this stuff in the review, so you know what to expect and stuff, because these are gonna be they're $5, but I like to show you guys everything. Hope you guys enjoyed the review, and bye bye.